I grew up in a modest middle class family, and my dad would always point out to us that even as it applies to such humble upbringing, that our conditions were only possible because of the sacrifice that those that came before us made. So when I face trials, I always think to myself, the fight for me has already happened. Others have taken up that burden so that I could have the opportunities that I have today. And so when I face trials, I kind of approach them with a sense of gratitude that I'm in a position where I can fight for the people that come after me and make sure that their path is easier than mine, just like the folks that came before me made sure my path was easier than theirs. One of the reasons I decided to run for office in my hometown of Durham, North Carolina is because I'm always looking for avenues or vehicles, if you will, to utilize my expertise and background as a scientist to develop more community-centered, science-based solutions that help us as humans minimize our impact on the environment that we all rely on. So, like I said, both my parents are entrepreneurs, and so I am very well aware of how difficult it can be in business and in the private sector. But I'm already really impressed with the impact that I could have in the private sector. It's super nimble, and I feel like the focus is really on, productivity and efficiency as opposed to holding on to, conventional norms. And plus, I feel like my voice is heard, which is always great. I work just as hard in academia, but there are just underlying issues with the power structure, which really just make it super hard to bring all of you to the table. And these are conversations that have been ongoing with women and Black Americans for decades, and there's been very little change.